soon after the details of 10-year-old Marissa Kennedy's abuse case were released, the public and lawmakers cried out for an investigation into DHHS. Now, today, every single member of the Government Oversight Committee voted yes to a rapid response probe of police, schools, and DHHS. That investigation will look at the handling of Marissa Kennedy from Searsport, but also 4-year-old Kendall Chick of Wiscasset, who was allegedly beaten to death by her grandfather's fiance in December.
But that's just one of the agencies that will be looking into these two deaths.
That's right, and Christina Rex joins us now. Why are so many different groups looking into the same issue?
Well, Lee and Lindsay, those cases, Kendall Chick and Marissa Kennedy, they've generated special interest from other committees, but investigating cases like these is actually the everyday job of Maine's Child Death and Serious Injury Review Panel. This panel meets every month, no matter what. We spoke with the chair today to find out what the panel does, and it's not an easy job.
Nobody likes to review autopsy reports and police reports and, confessions and hearing about all the awful things that people do to kids.
About 20 people do the difficult work of Maine's Child Death and Serious Injury Review Panel. They're social workers, doctors, police officers, medical examiners, and all volunteers.
That's really what our panel is primarily interested in, is how do we fix things and make it better.
The panel meets monthly and publishes a report every 2 years about what systems could improve to prevent child deaths and injuries in our state. Some members of the legislature called for the panel to investigate after Marissa Kennedy's brutal murder.
Our panel is certainly happy to take up the case when the opportunity arises, as soon as the opportunity arises.
Mark Moran says that likely won't happen until the accused murderers' cases make their way through court, or if the Attorney General's office makes a special exception. He's a licensed clinical social worker at Eastern Maine Medical Center and the chair of the committee.
Anytime a child dies at the hands of a caregiver, it's heart-wrenching, it's awful for the community, it's awful for the family, it's awful for everybody who hears about it.
Moran says he understands the public's demand for answers about Marissa Kennedy, but that he also supports the DHHS commissioner's decision to keep the case private for now.
We always have to balance what's in the public's best interest. Keeping kids safe is not just the job of the Office of Child and Family Services. It's the job of everyone.
So that makes 4 agencies investigating DHHS's handling of Marissa Kennedy's case. The Office of Program Evaluation and Government Accountability, a neutral agency, is conducting a probe. Possibly the Maine Child Death and Serious Injury Review Panel, who we just heard from, the Child Welfare Services Ombudsman, another neutral investigator, and DHHS is also doing its own internal investigation. Now, just to be clear, these 4 organizations are going to be investigating how DHHS handled these cases before the deaths. The homicide investigations are completely different, you guys, and being conducted by state police, of course.
All right, Christina, thank you very much.